This is Kaylee Copeland with Equine Information Source, and today I am here with Constance Dagnan and Julia McCormick. Both Constance and Julia have been involved in the equine industry from a young age, which led them to the University of Guelph's Bachelor of Bioresource Management degree program, where they both majored in equine management and graduated in 2016. While at U of G, Constance discovered her love for business and the agricultural industry as a whole. Upon her graduation, Constance was hired as an associate with TD Agriculture Services, where she quickly moved into an analyst role. There, Constance managed a large portfolio of 125 plus accounts, which was made up of clients in various industries within ag. This included dairy, poultry, cash crop, beef, and agribusiness. As of June 2020, Constance has accepted a position with Farm Credit Canada in their appraisal department, where she will be involved with valuing various farm properties for lending purposes. Following Julia's graduation, Julia also found her way to TD Agriculture Services, where she began as an associate and worked her way up to analyst. Currently, Julia manages a portfolio of a variety of clients from different agriculture sectors, including dairy, poultry, beef, cash crop, agribusiness, and boarding and lesson stables. Both Constance and Julia are still actively involved with the equine industry today. It's great to have you guys here. And is there anything else when applying for loans and financial assistance that businesses can do to increase their chances, especially if maybe they're a newer business with a less established history?
If you are a newer business, I would try to put through a projection on how you think you can perform and what you think you'll be able to achieve. This will just help the financial institution get a better idea of you and your abilities and what you're planning to do if you're a startup.
How will large periods of financial losses impact business owners in the future, and what can they do to prepare for this?
Historically, low periods are followed with a period of growth. So unfortunately, we know this is a trying time, but the biggest thing you can do is just try to stay positive, try to plan for the future and see what can come. And in doing this, like we've said before, just monitor your cash flows, stay on top of those, really look for ways to save and just find ways where you can try to, pinch some pennies there. That'll just help you get through these tighter times and try to look forward to the future and the growth that will be coming. Unfortunately, we just don't know when.
If you have the opportunity or the availability to kind of reach out to family members or community members, if you're comfortable or able to. I know in agriculture and the horse industry in general, everyone's pretty tight knit, and there often are people out there who are willing to maybe provide like a private loan or something like that to kind of get you through these hard times.
What are some potential alternative revenue streams that barn owners can look into developing?
This is actually something that's really interesting to me, is the diversity that's within the horse industry. So, we have, our standard border barns and our lesson barns and our show barns and things like that. But then most of these businesses have a beautiful property as well. So there's opportunity there, potentially, maybe not right now, although I know that, some small events are able to be hosted right now, so such as like weddings or small corporate events or maybe like a family reunion or something like that, to host an event like that on your property. You can also offer potentially off-property schooling opportunities for other barns to come to your property and school around, and you can still maintain the social distancing and all of that. That's something that maybe could start up potentially soon. And as well, like clinics, horse shows, camps, once you're allowed to do so, I think those are opportunities for extra cash flow to come in. I know like a lot of people will want to get out to shows and clinics as soon as they're allowed to. So maybe start planning ahead a little bit for that. Some people already have a job that's separate from the farm, but if push really comes to shove and you're really kind of desperate for some extra income, like I know there's a lot of companies out there hiring part-time people to kind of help get them through COVID, et cetera. So kind of that off-farm income piece. There's a lot of different funding available for equine businesses right now through the OEF or other provincial organizations. such as For the Herd, etc.
Do you have any advice for budgeting and financial projections for equine business owners?
There is a lot of resources online that are free for anyone to use. And this is something that I think is great with the internet, that we have access and it's literally at our fingertips. So I would recommend just going on there, taking a look, seeing what you can find. There's plenty of courses. For software, honestly, just Excel is good enough. Just keep your track in Excel. They have tons of templates that you can use on how to budget. The most important thing about your budget is keeping it up to date. So whether that's daily, weekly, monthly, you want to make sure you see that cash flow so that it doesn't come to the end of a quarter or the end of a year and you realize you have a huge loss that you could have caught earlier on. So that's something that I think is really important for barn owners even to just think about, is a simple Excel spreadsheet, just tracking the ins and outs for their business.
Is there anything else you'd like viewers to know?
Barn owners, stay optimistic, keep the horses fed, healthy, take care of yourselves and the animals, and better times are ahead. We don't know when, but we're hopeful that they're coming up soon.
Thank you guys so much for chatting with us today. I think you brought some really important information to the table, and I think it's going to help a lot of barn owners through this time. We really appreciate it.